Guys, we're starting to run out of stuff to do. I got a lower radiator hose. I've already pulled out the upper, and I got the thermostat out. You can see it behind all this mess. I think I'm going to get a new thermostat housing. They're fairly inexpensive. Mine's a little crusty looking. So today we're just going to be trying to finish up some odds and ends. I'm still waiting on some wire. I'm still waiting on O-rings for the fuel lines. I'm going to be hopefully getting all that this week. And I'm thinking that next weekend we're going to be firing this thing up. I mean, I'm going to try my best to get everything else I need and get this thing started up by next weekend. Today is Father's Day, so old clamps, yeah, a little crusty. They still work. You know, they've been working. But new hose, new clamps. Alright guys, we got the hose in. It's all hooked up over here. I know you can't really see it, but it's in there. Now we are going to attempt to put some plugs in. And I'm going to tell you the truth, I don't really care to put plugs in. I got big ass hands and it makes it difficult. But here we go. Got our first plug out. She's pretty blackish. I don't know what that means, but it's black. Here's what we're putting back in there. Got a tiny dab of anti-seize on there, and got this side done. Now we're gonna tackle this side. It don't look too bad. The other side was not bad at all. Plenty of room in these old beaters. Alright guys, I just finished up the last plug. That was probably the easiest set of plugs I've ever put in. I tightened them all down to 150 foot-pounds, so they shouldn't come out. Yeah, we're gonna see what else we got left to do and keep going. Well, I guess the belt's next. Well, there she is. New belt. Did the belt, the plugs. We're going to be taking a look at the wiring. See where we can put all this. Just got to hook straight to the battery. Not really sure where I'm going to put it. Alright, after some looking around and figuring out, I ended up popping that loose. We're going to mount them here. Ran the cable around here and around here. And she'll sit under here, something like that. This looks a little short. Yeah. That's because I bought a wiring harness for a trunk mount battery. Well, I figure it's going to be cheaper to extend this than put the battery in the trunk. So that's what we're doing. This will go, we'll chop her off, extend her all the way back to the gas tank, and it'll go to that other harness that I showed you that's going to get soldered a little later. Alright, here's what I got. I got this HD fuel pump relay system. So, you've seen that in the car, and like I said, that's the trigger switch and power. And so we got this kit down here. That is right here. And so we're going to be trying to do what this says. We got to find a wire in the fuel pump relay harness and cut it and run it to ground. The HD fuel pump relay system needs a ground on the trigger wire to activate the relay. So in theory, when I turn the car on and the stock fuel pump relay comes on, it will also turn on my HD pump relay. So we can run this big bad fuel pump. So yeah, we're gonna read this and figure out what the hell we're doing and see if we can fuck something up. Well, that's about as far as we can go with the wiring until I get some more 10 gauge wire, and then we can run it to the back I could put the tank in now. I'm just waiting. I want to get some more of this stuff and put that over all the wiring from here to the back. So, you know, just a few miscellaneous things. And man, I'm telling you, we might be starting this thing up next week.